So welcome everyone, welcome to another video here guys of Aussie Video Tour. So let's just get to the chase guys. Today I'm gonna inform a lot of young YouTubers how to present their YouTube channel in an inexpensive way. I know there are YouTubers out there who have been in the business for years and they can afford high-tech equipment, mirrorless cameras, camera with zoom lens, expensive camera that some of us can't afford. And I'm sure you heard many YouTubers tell you about how to start a video by just a simple cell phone. If you can afford an iPhone or an Android phone, maybe some Samsung Galaxy Ultra, if you can afford it, because they're all very expensive phones to jump right ahead and say you want to start a YouTube channel. With me, I'm going to show you some of the simplest way that you can start a channel without breaking the bank, because some of us cannot afford the expensive equipment. We have to go with our budget, and some of our budget, some people out there budget is not way up there like some. So I'm using cameras that most people are familiar with. So let's start with the GoPro. I had a GoPro 9 a while back, and I upgraded to the GoPro 12. I mean, a couple of months later, they came out with the GoPro 30. So I'm sticking with the GoPro 12 for now. I also have the Insta360 X3 that I use, and a year later they came out with the Insta360 X4, but I'm sticking with the X3. I think I shouldn't be resting it this way, because all Insta360 cameras have two lenses and they're very delicate, so you have to be careful how you put it down or where you put it. Supposed to have at least a lens cap covering it to prevent it from scratches and bruises and stuff like that. Also I have the Insta360 Ace Pro. This is the Ace Pro 1, not the 2. The 2 came out recently also, but I'm also sticking with the Insta360 Ace Pro because it's a good camera. It's very good in low light. So if you want to get decent video, you go with this. Or you could buy the Ace Pro if you can, Ace Pro 2 if you can afford it. But I'm sticking with this because to me it does the same. There's some improvement on the Ace Pro 2, but I'm sticking with the 1. So if you starting out a video and you can't afford these things, if you just have a regular phone that you have, this is a Samsung Galaxy A35, if you can afford this, if you can't afford the Ultra or the other expensive phone, but this does give you decent video and stabilization. It's also have a night AI system in it that you could see well at night, because I've used it several times on my live. Also, I do have the AOM V3 gimbal that I also use when I'm doing my live stuff like that. So if you're a new YouTuber out there, don't be overwhelmed with a lot of those expensive um, gadget that you see other YouTubers are using. No offense to the YouTubers that can afford these things and they're doing it. Maybe they're doing it for 5, 10, 15 years, I don't know, and they can't afford it because they're probably getting, a couple of bucks from YouTube that they can afford it. Kudos to them. But when I first started out, I bought a little camera off the web. Didn't know anything about camera at the time. And I just started filming. And then I realized that that camera wasn't good at all. It was shaky. And it didn't have what we call video stabilization. So I did use it a couple of times in the church. I tried to stabilize it because I watched tutorials, tried to stabilize it. And I said, you know what, let me save some money and see if I can get a better camera. So I gave it away to a friend of mine and I brought the GoPro 9 at the time. This is the GoPro 12, I told you about it already. And I used the GoPro 9 for maybe a year and a half. And then when the GoPro 12 came out, I bought it. So the GoPros, if you have a budget of $400, you could buy a GoPro. Remember the iPhone and the Samsung Ultra, they're over $1,000. And most of us that start in a YouTube channel can't afford those phones. If you can, be my guest, do it. But if you can't, just try and buy a mid-level cell phone and just get a selfie stick, introduce yourself to the public, and then you just start your channel from there. But the GoPros and the Insta360, 379, I bought this for $379 plus tax. The X3, I bought the GoPro 9 for about $250 at the time. Then when I upgraded, I waited to get a deal, and I saw it. The GoPro 12 went down to $299 or something like that, and I bought it. I recently bought the Ace Pro because I realized that the GoPro struggles at night when you come onto low lighting. It's a great action camera altogether, but it struggles during nighttime and in the low light, right? But it does its job during the daytime, but at nighttime it's not all that great. And I think GoPro knows about this, but I don't know why they're not competing with, say, the DJI Action camera, the Osmo Pocket 3, the Ace Pro. They're not competing, they're just adding more features like lenses and filters and all that, and they upgraded the video, the settings in it and all that, but it's still not a great camera when it comes to low lighting, but it's still a good camera. So what I'm saying to new YouTubers who are starting their channel, don't be overwhelmed. Just stick with your budget and buy what you can afford to do and use. And make sure you do good videos out there. Not all of us are great. We make mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes myself. Now the next topic I want to share with you is microphone. Microphones are essential to use when you're blogging or you're doing interviews or whatever you do. And again, if you're a new YouTuber, don't worry about the expensive ones. I mean, not everybody out there can afford DJI and Rode wireless mics. It's expensive. So I'm going to show you today the one that I use because I think it's in my budget. And it's most of them are under a little over 100, maybe under $100. That do excellent sound for you, stuff like that. So the first one I'm going to introduce to you guys is the Boya. The Boya probably costs you about $70 or $80, I don't remember quite. But it comes comes with a receiver. It comes with 2 microphones right there. And it doesn't break your pocket if you knew when you want something, with more clarity, because using the internal mic, sometimes you have to have the mic like right in front of you like this, or at arm's length, for you to get the sound. So if you move away like 50 meters or whatever away from it, it gets low and low. You can't hear what you're saying. So it's good to have microphones. So that's the only one. There's another one here. It's the one you use the Y. It's called Movo. Right? You plug it in. Let me see if I can demonstrate to you guys. So this is my my GoPro. So you put it on your GoPro, tighten him up, and then there's an adapter that GoPro sell that you plug it into the side of the adapter right there, and you use it like this. It also comes with a wind muff. So if you're in windy, outside it's windy, maybe you're outside in the street somewhere, or near the beaches or the shores, and it starts getting a little rough, you could put your wind muff on it. The next thing I want to share with you guys, if you're using this, it doesn't have a lot of distance, so you can't walk down the block and leave your camera behind and talk, you won't hear it. It's within reach, like a distance. If you're interviewing someone and you turn the mic like this, it picks up the sound right here, just in front, like an interview. And if you're going to use it yourself to do blogging, it has to face you. It has to face you to talk into it, because that's where the sound is coming from, right here. So it's not really a surround sound type of thing. You have to use it this way, right? And also, if you're using GoPro, you have the modern microphone that you put over the GoPro. I don't have that. I have the regular mic adapter right there that I plug into the GoPro. Put it through that little cage that I bought from Ulanzi, and you plug it in here, and you do your interview or whatever. And if you're going to blog, you have to turn it to yourself, as I say, and talk straight to it. So that's the setup for the GoPro with that type of mic. If you're going to use the Boya microphone, now you have to take this off. I'm just using the GoPros as an example. So you have to take that off, and then you put the receiver here. You have one mic you could put on yourself here. I don't have that magnet, it doesn't come with that magnet thing, so you put it on your shirt, right? You turn it on, it's on, move that both on. You turn your GoPro on. Now whichever camera you're using, let's take this flap off. And there you go. So the difference with the GoPro and the Insta360 Ace Pro, I'm going to demonstrate to you the difference. With this kind of adapter here, a 3.5 adapter, you don't see that light flashing across like most of those, you don't see that. You don't even see the microphone symbol on the GoPro itself. So what you do before you start filming, you have to make sure these things are on first. Then you do a test. And you might say microphone test, microphone test, microphone test, microphone test. Alright, so you turn it off. And let me see, maybe I need to change the settings. Alright. So let me play it back. Okay, so the test was good because, as I said before, the GoPro is not going to give you that little thing flashing across the stream or that because I'm using this adapter which they sell. But the other one, the one that you put on, the mud one that you put on, you see all of that. So this one doesn't do that. So this is how you do that. Now, if I'm going to be using, let's take this one out. If I'm going to be using this one, you could plug this in here, the same as the Movo. This one is called, another one, it's the same brand like this one. BOYA, Boya. It's the same one, but this one is a point and shoot one as the other one. So let me just demonstrate to you what I'm talking about. Let's see the settings, because sometimes when you're using the wireless mic, the settings in the GoPro is different. So let me go down to see if the settings are correct. Now let's go back. Go into preferences, then you scroll down to mod, and it's saying standard mic. That means it's not, it says standard mic. Okay, so it's on standard mic, so it should work. All right. So let me just give a check on this one also. Microphone check, microphone check, microphone check, microphone check, microphone check, microphone check. Stop it. This, no. Microphone check, microphone check, microphone check, microphone check, microphone check, microphone check. Stop it. So it's pretty decent. If you can't afford, like I said, a DJI or the Rode Wireless, you can always go to one of these. They're on Amazon. They're pretty, I don't like to use the word cheap, but they're reasonable for a person who's just starting a YouTube channel and can't afford to go that road. Boya. And this is the point and shoot one right here. It's also Boya. So you have to turn it to you. Talk to it. If you're going to interview someone, you turn it around and it's facing that way so the person can talk through this. Right? So those are some of the mic that you could use instead of buying a microphone that you can't afford right now. In the future, if you can afford it, can you go ahead and afford it? Go ahead and buy it. You know what I'm saying? So there's another one that you can also use. It's from OAIM. This is maybe around $6 to $9, $70. But this one also comes with a receiver. And they are the one that you have both mic, but this one I only buy it for my when I'm doing live. So it has a receiver and one mic, and it's from a company called OAIM, and it's a very popular company that makes a lot of gimbals and So this is the gimbal from OAIM right here, and this is what I use to do my live, and I also hook this up with it on my cell phone. You know, you plug it into the cell phone here, this type C, hook it up to your gimbal. That's where you attach the phone in, and you turn it on, and you do what you have to do. But one last thing I'm going to tell people out there: if you have a GoPro and you blogging at night, that's for another video. There's a lot of settings that you could play around with to get a decent night blog, because when you're in a country like the US, especially in the Northeast, you know, you're here in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, you're up in Rhode Island, you're up in Maine, you're washed down in DC. To me, this part of the world is always low lighted, especially when it comes on to winter time. You get a little sun here and there, yes, but most of the time it gets cloudy, it gets overcast. So you need a camera that can, you need a camera that you could use at all time for the temperature outside. It's just like being outside at night where you go in the city where there's ambient lights, street lights, and you could do it. So if you manage to be vlogging on the streets one evening after 4 o'clock and the tempers get dark, and you have your GoPro, you put this on. If it gets really, really dark, and you go into your settings and you try to see if you could set your GoPro. So that's for another video about the setting. But overall, what I've shown you is a budget way of doing your videos, because if you can't afford all those stuff, you need to just take time out and buy things that's within your budget, what you can afford. So, and again, just don't come into YouTube and say you see a guy who's been in YouTube for over 10, 15 years, getting all those views and viewership and everything that he does. That's not you. We all start from scratch. We all start from low until we get here, until we jump into the ocean, so to speak, and start having fun because we made it. But in YouTube, there's always a learning curve, no matter how great you are. And start slow. Start with what you can afford. Start with something that you know you can manage your budget. Don't rush into doing things or trying to get expensive equipment that you don't even understand, and then you start messing up. The key thing for any YouTuber is to observe, learn, right? Watch what other YouTube. Just don't watch one YouTube, watch multiple YouTube and see how they do their thing. And then you can't pattern yourself off of each YouTuber. You have to do things your way to make it good. So video, doing your video the right way, it's not like you're going to be perfect at first, because your videos are not perfect. It's just the message that people watch, the things that people like, and they'll see something. You might not be a great color coder to color code your videos and all of that, but at least you do something that they say, wow, I like this video. You know, it might not be sharp as this guy or that guy, but I like it. There's something there that I see that I like. So you have to just watch and look and observe what your audience like, and then just keep doing it. Once you keep doing that, you will be great at what you do. Don't stop. Don't come into YouTube thinking about money right away. It doesn't work that way. You got to earn money. Just like when you start a job and you move from one level to the next level, and the boss, this guy's doing a good job. let me give him a raise. Maybe it's a 10 cent, 15, 20, whatever raise. And you move up the ladder, move up the ladder. YouTube is just the same. You got to start from scratch. Don't rush it. Start with your equipment. Get decent equipment that you could use. Don't go too high. Just start out low and then move up. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video that I just presented to you. And I hope you will learn to do the things your way. Do it your way, but at the same time do it the right way. And people will gravitate to your channel. I'm not a big YouTuber. I started maybe about almost 2 years now, but I'm a part-time YouTuber. I really don't do it on a regular basis because I do have a 9-to-5 job. And I have to work, so when you come home, you can't just go out there every day. You have to do it when every chance you get to do it, you do it. So all these equipment here, it didn't take me a day to get them. It takes me weeks. It takes me months. It takes me planning. And this camera here is Ace Pro. It's a very good camera. You could get it on sale right now for $299. It does everything. It has that AI chip in it for night vlogging. Daytime, it does wonders. You don't have to worry to use this. Once you get the fundamental way of using this camera, you can pause, you can start, you can pause, you could do everything. So take your time. It's not expensive. It's not $2,000 or $1,300. It's $299 with plus tax. It's about the same thing with the GoPro. It's about the same thing with the Insta360, 379. So take your time and buy your stuff, sit down, relax, do some great videos, watch them before you publish them and see how it works. And you must always look at what your audience want, always. And once they start seeing what you do, you keep doing it. Hope you have a great day, guys. Peace, love, and respect to all of you that watched this video today. And I hope you learned something from it. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Young YouTubers, bless up every YouTubers. Back.